Alright, gamers. Fulfillment is force production. Do you know why I say that? It's because the greater the challenge, the greater the glory. Today, I did not train as hard as I did yesterday. Therefore, I'm feeling a little bit unhappy. Yesterday, I trained so fucking hard in the gym. I was literally seeing stars. I was out of breath. I was fucking going crazy. I was scaring people because of how hard I was training. And today I went in there and I did one set of squats and I left. Is that what's gonna actually make me fulfilled in life? Just going to the gym because I told myself I was gonna go? No days off, hustle mindset. It's like, bruh, what's the result I'm getting? Am I getting more shredded every day, or am I just doing the bare minimum to just increase my standards a little bit? Sure, it's true if I increase my standards 1% each day, if I increase my bench 1% each day, that'll compound, and that's 37 times higher over the course of the year if you do the math. Not to go Jew mode on you. But at the end of the day, fulfillment is just force production. Think of a weak, insecure, empty person. They're not powerful, they're skinny, they're flabby, their body is inflamed, and they are not in control. Think of a happy, fulfilled, grateful person. Think of a healthy, happy person. They can laugh, they can breathe easy, they're not stuck in the emotions of stress and fear. Do you think it's a coincidence that every single social media post and every single TV show you watch and every billboard on the side of the highway and every advertisement on TV, they all try to prime your brain with fear and jealousy? Because fear is addictive. Anything can be addictive. Humans are pattern-seeking animals. We're very habitual creatures. If you can convince your brain through enough repetition that something is normal, your brain is going to start to expect it. People don't walk around like this, like with a fucking pump all day. People don't look like me. People don't avoid all chemicals at all costs and don't use any skin products, and I only use beef tallow, and I never cut my hair, and I don't use shampoo, and I have fucking amazing Marcus Aurelius volume hair, and I have explosive fucking muscles, and I drink so much coffee, and I eat so much cholesterol, and I eat so much butter and eggs. And the only reason I do that is because the government tells you saturated fat and cholesterol and animal fat is bad for you. If you look it up on Google right now, are eggs bad for you? It says eggs are high in cholesterol, which is blah blah blah, heart disease or some gay shit. So I'm like, great, let me eat as many eggs as humanly possible to fucking fight the Matrix. And so 90% of modern society is just having enough energy and having the natural, the instinctual motivation to go out and do what you need to do. Mr. Caveman 1,000 years ago didn't need coffee and supplements and fucking music and like fucking nicotine or fucking TikTok. The caveman 1,000 years ago naturally lived in an environment where he could trust his instincts and was motivated to survive. Do you know what happens in modern society right now if you wake up and trust your instincts, do whatever the fuck you feel like every day? You'll end up scrolling on TikTok all day, eating fucking poison, chemicals, refined substances, preservatives, all that bullshit, and you won't end up a winner. So why do I say fulfillment is forced production? The greater the challenge, the greater the glory. I don't listen to rap music. I don't listen to the fucking gay, gang, fucking trap nigga music, because it literally makes you more primitive. It increases your heart rate, makes you fucking look around all primitive. It makes your brain frantically switch channels. Do you see how I can just sit here with one singular focus and I can say whatever I want and I will believe it? That's because everything in my life I have designed, I put it there specifically for one singular purpose: to keep becoming more shredded, to become more powerful. And every single day that goes by that I'm not uploading videos and trying my best to make the world a more shredded place is a day I'm gonna regret. When I was a teenager, I was literally in and out of rehab for drug addiction. I spent so many years and just hours of my life deluding myself with entertainment and instant gratification and just comfort, just pure hedonism and pleasure and sin. Do you want to know what I do for fun now? I drink so much coffee. I type racist shit on Twitter. I literally try to make myself into the most powerful, compelling, influential version of myself. Do you want to know the real reason I make these videos? It's because I want to become a person eventually in the future where people will look at me and just literally do what I say. Do you want your word to mean something? Align your intention with your behaviors. What's my intention behind making this video? Just because I feel like it. Because honestly, not because I really had a super great idea, like I'm a fucking genius and I have a super smart idea of how I'm gonna help people. I'm making this video because I would feel regret if I did not do it. And once I open the camera and I hit record, the rest is history, and it's just effortless at that point. Anything that you can do without any conscious effort, without putting in any effort at all, then you've mastered it. You have mastered scrolling on TikTok. You have mastered eating a bunch of fucking just shitty carbohydrates. You have mastered wasting time. Did God create you so you could sit in the same place consuming? Or did God create you to move forward through the world in a constant state of creating? The law of attraction, manifesting, all that bullshit, it basically means your mind creates your reality. I live in a simulation. I have convinced myself, I just pretty much tell myself that anytime I see an advertisement or I see a woman online or I hear some rap music, I think that's the demon, that's the fucking Jews trying to harvest my energy and make me weaker and make me sit around in this dreamland, subconscious imagination fucking thought loops. My demons can only possess an empty vessel. Do you understand? When I'm listening to classical music and I have coffee running through my veins and I'm training hard every day and I'm fucking doing what I'm supposed to do and I have extremely strong faith that I am helping people every single day. Tell me how fucking a demon's gonna be able to possess my brain and I'm gonna be able to listen to rap music or eat a bunch of poisonous foods that make your mind fall asleep, because a mind that is asleep cannot say no. Children from age 0 to 7 are in a theta brainwave state. Children can't tell the difference between imagination and reality. Have you ever been babysitting kids and tell them a ghost story and they just believe it? One time I told some kids oh, I'm 40 and I work in a factory when I was in high school, and they're like, wow, really? When your mind is asleep, you can't tell the difference between imagination and reality. This is the human superpower. Dogs don't dream about creating a better life. Gorillas don't dream about helping people and changing society. Do you know who does dream about that? Humans. You were created in the image of God. You have a spark inside of you. You may not understand it. You may not always know it. You may sometimes forget about it. But you have inside of you a place of confidence and quietness where all things are known and understood. Gratitude and truth is the highest state of being. Have you ever listened to an interview of a world champion? Think of Kobe Bryant or Michael Jordan, or think of any respectable, famous person. All they do when they're telling their story is they just tell the truth. Do you understand? Truth is the language of God. There is no vibration that can be measured that is higher than the vibration of authenticity. If you've ever seen the graph of emotions, it's like an upside down triangle. It's like fear and pain is at the bottom, and then joy, gratitude, enlightenment is at the top. Even above that is authenticity, truth. Do you think it's a coincidence that every single world champion, when they're up on that podium with their hand raised, do you think it's an accident that every single one tells the exact truth of how they got there? Winners tell the truth. If you ask a loser, how did you get to this position? He'll say, oh, let me just think of something about the victim mentality. Oh, this happened to me. That other person did this to me. That team, that competitor, they beat me and I lost. Losers have the victim mentality, and it's impossible for losers to tell the truth. For most of my life, I tried to be a winner, but I was a loser, and it forced me to lie to myself, and until I realized what it was that I was really trying to get. You are never running away from something. You are never trying to put distance between yourself and something else. Your brain is a magnet, and you are designed to attract the thing you want. You see an attractive girl on the street, your brain gets drawn in, you want to go closer. Do you understand? You eat a really hot meal that's smelling really good, you're like, you're drawn into it, you want to eat it. You cannot run away from anything. You are always attracting what your emotional instincts think is going to happen. So what is the point? Why is forced production fulfillment? The reason I say that is because it's true that all of your experiences in life are relative. Your brain is only going to notice the contrast. For me, do you want to know why I'm in such good shape and why I have such high energy levels? It's because for the first half of the day, I don't eat food. I just train super hard. I just do constant fucking reps. I'm training hard. I'm drinking coffee. I'm fucking maybe eating a little bit of fruit or sugar if I'm going to train really hard. And then once I have completely exhausted myself and I've fucking split my muscle fibers open and torn apart my muscles, then I give myself permission to eat some meat and some eggs or whatever it is. Do you understand? Don't you think that would give me a more fulfilling life compared to if I woke up in the morning and immediately started stuffing my face with food and just gorging myself and rewarding myself? Don't you think it would be a good idea to live life on hard mode to give yourself a more fulfilling perspective? You're always going to want the same thing. You will always trust your instincts. Every single caveman, every single one of your ancestors from the beginning of human time, they've all trusted their instincts. They all lived in a state of constant motion, constant repetition, returning to the familiar, returning to homeostasis. Do you think it's a coincidence that if the first thing you do when you wake up in the morning is grab your phone and scroll on TikTok, do you think it's an accident that you can't stop thinking about it all day? Do you think it's just random that when you're scrolling on TikTok over and over and over again and your neck is all crunched like this and you're cut off and your breathing is slowed down and you can't think clearly and you're just blasting your brain with all of these different fucking frequencies all over the place, crazy, just your brain is having to switch channels back and forth and constantly change your focus? That's what prey do. Predators have one singular focus. Every single rich person, every single winner, every champion that you admire, that you respect, they have one singular focus because they are a winner. Losers have to lie. In the future, this world is just going to be ones or zeros, bro. It's going to be people who can literally just stand up and tell the truth and tell everybody how they got to the position they're in. And then there's going to be people who are so miserable that they can barely even show their face. That's the game. So, understanding this, I'm not saying live a life of pain and discipline and suffering like Tate says, but I'm saying, what if you made every day the most fulfilling day of your life? What if every day when you woke up in the morning you asked yourself, what is the absolute best version of myself that I can give to the world today? And when you really do some soul searching and you figure out who that person is, nothing is stopping you from going out and changing the fucking world. All you need is a phone, a pair of balls, and a dream. You can sit in the same place consuming, or you can move forward, creating. You might as well Instead of living in comfort, instead of living in constant consumption, live in a state of just never-ending creating. That's what I do. Do you think I film these videos because I hate it? Do you think I film these videos because they give me pain? No. I'm motivated by pleasure. I'm motivated by desire. I sin. I do the same things you do. I eat McDonald's sometimes. I scroll on social media sometimes. But the difference between me and you is that every single time I catch myself wasting even a few seconds, I break the trap, I blink and cure my brain, and I condition my habits through some sort of positive behavior like typing on a Google document or filming a video or doing some push-ups or doing something, because any amount of action is better than sitting around doing nothing. So you have a choice to make. You might as well get more shredded.